Hello everyone. So in this class I'll be talking about John Donne's The Sun Rising. So in this poem we see that John Donne is actually angry at the sun, okay, because you see the setting of the poem is such that he and his lover is resting on the bed, okay. It's early morning and sun rays are coming inside the room, okay. For example, you see when we are sleeping and sometimes we don't want to wake up, then what happens when the sun rays comes, we automatically we feel out of sleep, isn't it? We have to wake up because the sun rays are very disturbing to our eyes, isn't it? So you see in this poem also, when they were sleeping, then when the sun rays come inside, then they get very angry, okay. And then he says, "Hey, you busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou does?" Means why do you do this? Okay, he calls the sun as busy old fool, unruly means somebody who is indisciplined, okay, and who hacks somebody's privacy. So he asks that why dost thou does, okay, means why do you do this kind of things? Through windows and through curtains call on us. That means you come through windows and curtains and call us out, okay. You are not supposed to do that. You are not supposed to disturb the lovers who are sleeping peacefully. Then he said, "Must to thy motions lovers season run?" Now he again asks that is it through your permission that or is it through your wish that we are going to act? That means he asks that see, lovers are such creatures that they do not listen to anybody, isn't it? And be it the sun or be it their parents or anybody, they will not listen to anybody. So that is why he asks that now what, the lovers will also have to act upon like you or what, okay. He questions the sun. So he is not at all happy that the sun rays are coming inside and hacking their privacy. Then he calls them saucy, he calls him saucy pedantic wretch, okay. Saucy pedantic wretch means what? Somebody who is shameless and who is very unfortunate, who comes and hacks privacy, okay. He calls sun through these three names. And then he says, go kide means what? Go bother, okay. Go bother the late school boys, means the boys who are late for the school, go and call them out of the bed, okay. And then he says that go tell the court huntsman that the king will ride. Now you should go and tell the huntsman, give the information to the huntsman that now the king will go out to ride, so they better wake up or they better hurry, okay. Then he says, call country ants to harvest offices. He again says that instead of disturbing us, go and call the country ants. So who are the country ants? The country ants are the farmers, okay. You see, ants are being compared to farmers. Why? You see, how do we know? Because there is a word harvest and harvest offices. Now what will be the offices of the farmers? The offices of the farmers will be land, isn't it? Agricultural land. So he asks the farmers to go and harvest their land, okay. Now you see in this the whole poem that he has given a very intellectual and sensibility in the poem, okay. There is a sort of sensibility, and also it is not very easy poem, okay. And also we see that in this poem, like a lot of metaphysical elements has been used. So as I had already discussed about the metaphysical elements, so which are beyond physics, and also which are characterized with intellectual and as well as intellectual and like thought provoking elements, okay. Now you see, he again says, love all alike, no season, no climb. Means love is such a thing that it does not care for any season. It does not care for whether the climate is good or bad, whether it is sunny or whether it is dark, okay. He does not know any season. And also he says, nor hours, days, months, which are the rags of time, okay. And then again he says that love is also not dependent on time. Okay, and lovers are actually not they are also not governed by time. Okay, time, it is not time who actually tries to manipulate lovers, but it is the lovers who tries to transcend the idea of love. Okay, for example, you see, in Shakespeare's sonnet 116, we had already studied about that, and there also what he says, the poet, he says that love is not it is not dependent on time and age. So in this poem also he says that these are just rags of time. He calls hours, days and months just rags, means just components of times, and these are unnecessary for the lovers. All right, then next, let's come to the next stanza. It is, thy beams so reverent and strong, why shouldst thou think? Now he asks that, why do you think yourself to be so strong? Okay, why do you think your beams means what? The sun rays. Why do you think the sun rays to be so reverent and strong? Why shouldst thou think? And then he says, I could eclipse and close them with a wink. Okay, means what? You see, if we are getting sun rays in our face, and if the sun rays are getting into our eyes, what we can do? We have the option to close our eyes, isn't it? Suppose sun ray is blocking us, what we will do? We'll just put our hand like this, isn't it? So he says that I can eclipse it. Eclipse means what? Cover it. Okay, eclipse here, eclipse, you all know it is grahan. So I can put a grahan on the sun. Okay, he says I can put an eclipse, I can cover it, but I will not do so. Okay, I will not cover my eyes. Okay, I will not put a wink. Why? Because he does not want to lose the sight of his lover for just 1 second also. Now you see, the people who are truly and greatly in love, these people, they cannot remain out of the sight for too long. Okay, now you see, the poet and his beloved, they are so in love that he does not want to take her sight away just for even 1 second. Okay, he does not want to lose her sight even for 1 second. That is why he doesn't want to close his eyes. Okay, and then he says that if her eyes have not blinded thine, look and tomorrow late tell me. Okay, then he says, he challenges the sun that I challenge you, tomorrow you come late and you look into my beloved's eyes, and then you will be also blinded by her eyes. Okay, so his beloved or his lover is such powerful. Okay, and she has got such an attraction that even the sun's eyes are also going to be blinded by hers. Okay, then he says, look and tomorrow late tell me where both the Indias of spice and mine. Okay, so he again says that look tomorrow and tell me then where both the Indias of spice and mine be, where thou leftst them, or lie here with me. So then again he says that you can do one thing, tomorrow, whether you can go and, instead of coming and disturbing us, you can go and check the Western and Eastern Indies. Okay, now you see, the Western and Eastern Indies, they are very, very famous for spices. Okay, for spices and mining. Okay, so spice foraging and mining is one of the most important business hubs of West Indies. So that's why he asks that you can go and see if those things are just like you left it yesterday, and if you are not interested there, then you can lie with me, with my lover. Okay, then you can just lie here with me. And then again he says that or you can do one thing, asks for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday, and thou shalt hear all here in one bed lay. So again he says that like or you can do one thing. You can go and ask the king whether if he has got you know up of the bed, if he has got up of the bed and left for his mission also. Okay, or like if you are not interested to do that, then he can remain with the poet. Okay, now comes the third stanza. Now here he says that how the whole world is within his lover. Now you see, the people who are truly and deeply in love, for them the whole world doesn't matter. Okay, the whole world is in their lover's eyes. Okay, and also everything, every wealth, every happiness is just their lover and nothing else. Okay, so again he says, she is all states and all princess, I nothing else is, but princess do but play us compared to this. Okay, so he says that she is all states and princess, means the whole geography is her. Okay, she is all all the wealth, and also she is all the space, and he says that there is nothing as exciting and fascinating as my lover. And then again he says, all honors mimic, all wealth alchemy, thou son art half as happy as we. So he says that all honors a mimic and all wealth alchemy. So everything is in his beloved. Okay, the wealth, the mimic, everything is consists everything comprises in his beloved. Okay, his beloved is someone who has got the whole world in her. Okay, so it is through the poet's eyes. That is why he is telling all this. He is praising his beloved in front of the sun, and he is saying the sun basically that you are doing a very very boring job, and you should come and look at the eyes of my beloved. Okay, then he says, thou son art half as happy as we, in that world's contracted thus. So then he says that that small world where you go and spread your sun rays, you are just half as happy as we. So he claims, and then he claims that the poet claims and tells the sun proudly that you are just half as happy as us. Why? Because the sun has no beloved, the sun has got no lover. Okay, he is just a busy old fool who goes and shines and disturbs the lover's privacy. So that is why he is just half as happy as the poet. Okay, and then again he says, thine age asks ease, and since thy duties be to warm the world, that's done in warming us. So then again he says that you see, you want to know about the duty, isn't it? In the narrator or the poet, he addresses that and says that you see, you have done your duty by warming us, you have done your duty by casting your rays upon us, but your warmth is not needed. Okay, and also he says that it is if you want to warm the whole world, then that is done in warming us. Means if you are making the lovers feel warm, then that means you have warmed the whole world. What does this lines mean? I will tell you. You see, these lines basically refer that the whole world is basically the whole world comprises of the poet and his lover. Okay, means there is nothing, there is no world, there is no significance if the lovers cease to exist. Okay, then he says, shine here to us, and thou art everywhere, this bed thy center is, this walls thy spear. Then he says that you should shine only to us. Okay, if you shine us, then thou art everywhere. Then means if you keep your sun rays to us, if you give your sunbeams to us, that means you have shown the whole world. And also, this bed thy center is, these walls die sphere. That means this bed is the center. Okay, so it is the axis, this bed is the axis, and the walls die sphere. Die sphere means these walls are the is your orbit. Okay, so basically he says that you see this last three lines again, he just tells one thing, just he focuses on just one singular aspect, and but he tells it in different ways. Okay, and what is that aspect that he talks about? He says that it is your duty to give warmth and sunshine to the lovers, and if you give them the warmth and sunshine, that means you have given warmth to the entire world, because the whole world is comprised, or the whole world is included in the lovers. Okay, so basically this poem is also about the supremacy of love over all other things. Okay, the supremacy of love over nature, over climate, and also the supremacy of love over the over all kinds of distractions, like the sun rays are coming out, but then they want to keep their love intact. Okay, and also how love surpasses the boundaries of time, climate, seasons, and also sun. Okay, so that is all, and if you have any questions regarding the poem, then please do let me know in the comments. Thank you.